Heavy in the Day is a song that we originally recorded a year before the album as a demo. It was one of like the older songs on the record that kind of stuck by.
I had the chord progression down and was just playing it over in my bedroom and took it to band practice, and then I think as soon as we started playing it we knew it was a landmark song for the album, hence the album being called Heavy in the Day, and the kind of whole feel of the album, I think Heavy in the Day sort of symbolises all of it.
Something better perhaps lends itself more to the style of Thank You in the sense of the kind of less classical structure of the song. It's a lot of fun to play because there's so many different parts.
Real energetic, fast paced, it's catchy and it's bouncy, and I love the way the two guitars weave. Or the No, obviously the first single we put out from this record, also one of the first to be written. Yeah, that was a long time ago, that was before Ben left the band. I remember even playing that song, or starting to play it, the day that Ben told us he was going to leave the band, which is a bit of Canterbury trivia for you.
It was a song that definitely for me came alive in the studio. Before I wasn't too massively thrilled about it, and then when we finally started recording it properly I just started loving it.
Gloria was just one of those songs we were just in the band practice room having a jam, as you do, and then this simple music just came out. I think everybody was quite excited by the sound of it because it felt like a step on from anything that was on Thank You.
Gloria has obviously been around for a while. If you know our band already, it's a song that we're still really proud of. One of the first songs we wrote after writing the first album, so we kind of just thought it deserved to be on this one, really.
Ready was probably our most out there song when it came to how much it changed in the recording process.
At the time we were going through all this record label stuff, all this hassle basically, and I kind of wanted to write just an aggressive song towards the industry.
Ready originally sounded like a Arctic Monkeys semi rip-off of Yellow Brick. That's definitely what I was going for with the drum part. I've always wanted to have a drum part that was as cool as Yellow Bricks.
I love it because it's just like nothing we've ever done, and maybe nothing we'll ever do again.
I don't really know what it is, just like a dance rock song, but like filthy.
Calm Down, another song that we kind of just figured should probably be on the album because it never got a proper release.
I can't even remember how it came together. I feel like Mike just had the chorus for it and then we made the verses in band practice.
It was a perfect disco-y, funky, dancey song to go on the record, so we just popped it on there.
Wrapped in Rainbows was actually influenced by Pete. He probably doesn't even know it, but we were recording some demos with him, and all the songs were turning out to be swung, and none of them really had any drive or like kind of hard beat, and Pete was like, you need to write just a straightforward, flat rock song.
Kind of a bit more of the psychedelic feel. There's a little bit on this album which kind of dips into that realm anyway.
And I think Wrapped in Rainbows was, after he said that to me, was the first thing that came out when next playing the guitar.
She's a Flame is the classic, slower song on the album, but it's a beautiful, simple pop song.
I was like, I want to write a song about a person or a girl or a guy or whatever it is that you always think that you'll have a connection with. Whatever happens, you're not going to lose the connection or whatever, so that's kind of what the song is supposed to be about.
Waiting for the spark to form over again.
Saviour is another one of the kind of more different ones, a new angle on things.
Started off as a really old song, and then one day in practice we kind of faded out the original version and then started just playing the chords in a weird dum dum da dum dum beat, and us all going bab bab bab. And then we were like, well, that's really cool and almost sounds better than the actual song we just finished playing.
One of the tracks that's kind of a really nice collaborative effort.
James made up the riff, and then I had some chords from another song which fit really well with it, and it kind of just like sprang out of nowhere and all of a sudden became this really like weird, funky walking song. That's what I like to call it. Yeah, I like walking around to it.
Drive, Ride, Drive came together in a really similar way, in that I had half a song and Mike had half a song.
Not necessarily the heaviest we go, but the kind of most rowdy, most bumptious we go on the record. Proper fast-paced, loads of energy, lots of instrumentation.
Well, that was the idea, for it to just be like a real rocking song that you could jump around to and sing along to.
Our more epic songs. I love the repetition the whole way through until it comes to the climax.
I remember having the thought that it would be cool to ride on a cloud, then just thinking it would be cool if that was the norm, and like just being able to do anything you want kind of thing.
Starts off very simple, then it builds throughout, and then it ends up in this huge swirling mess of noise.
Gardening at the time, and it was kind of all these metaphors and this personification kind of came together.
They used to wave at me. I'm sure I used to think that they were friendly, until they held me by the chest and filled my lungs with doubt and said, breathing's just a luxury we choose to give out now.
Seen It All was like one of those songs where it had to be recorded, but we just didn't really know like how, and it's not that we weren't thrilled about it, it's just it was like our slowest song we'd ever done, and it was so easy to get wrong that I think everyone was a bit worried about it, but like it ended up coming out so amazingly when James sung the verses, because it was his song that he's literally had for like 3 or 4 years.
I remember when we did the demos on GarageBand, had little synth strings going through the choruses, and we were like, this sounds huge.
Basically the whole song is a build, 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 build.
It's almost like about the end of the world, but it's just the feeling of when you've just had enough of things and you think that, right, that's it, can't be bothered with that anymore, move on to the next thing.
Hype obviously sings the main vocal line, and that was something that was completely new for any song, and then me and Luke kind of sing on top of him.
It's like a modern song, but kind of really takes a nice slice of influence from some older stuff.
It's just this crazy dreamlike song.